In the days of ancient Persia, under the rule of King Darius, there lived a man named Daniel. He was not a soldier. He was not a prince. He was simply a servant of the king. But his wisdom was so deep and his spirit so steady that the whole kingdom respected him. Daniel was faithful, honest, and loyal. But above everything else, he honored God. 3 times a day he opened his window toward Jerusalem, and he prayed, day after day, year after year. Through every season, this made certain men in the kingdom jealous. They could not find any corruption in Daniel. They could not find any weakness in him. So they searched for a new weapon, and they found it in his faith. They went to King Darius and said, "Let there be a new law. For 30 days no man shall pray to any god or any person except the king. Anyone who breaks this law shall be thrown into the den of lions." The king liked the idea. He did not know their plan. And once the law of Persia was signed, it could not be changed. But Daniel heard the new law. He heard the threat. He heard the warning. And still, he walked into his room, opened his window toward Jerusalem, knelt down and prayed to the Lord just as he always did. The men who hated him were waiting. They rushed to the king and cried, "Daniel has broken your law. He must face the lions." In that moment, the king's heart broke. He loved Daniel. He honored him. But the law could not be undone. All day the king tried to find a way to save Daniel, but there was none. And so, when the sun began to set, the soldiers took Daniel by the arm and led him toward the stone entrance of the lion's den. The king stood there helpless. He whispered, "Daniel, your God, whom you serve day and night, may he rescue you." The heavy stone was lifted. A warm, dry wind rose from the darkness below. The sound of deep breathing echoed inside the pit. The lions were waiting. Daniel did not fight. He did not cry out. He did not look for escape. He stepped forward with a quiet heart, trusting the one he had prayed to all his life. The stone fell back into place, and the night began. Inside the darkness, the lions moved. Their massive bodies circled around Daniel. Their eyes glowed like fire. The ground trembled under their paws. But then, something changed. A soft, holy presence filled the den, still, calm, mighty. An angel of the Lord stood beside Daniel. The lions grew silent. Their hunger disappeared. They laid down around him, like gentle creatures resting at the feet of a shepherd. All through the night, Daniel sat in peace. Not one claw touched him. Not one tooth came near him, because God had sent his angel to shut the mouths of the lions. Meanwhile, King Darius could not sleep. He refused food. He refused music. The thought of Daniel inside the den tore at his heart. As soon as dawn touched the sky, the king ran to the lion's den. His voice trembled as he cried out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God been able to rescue you from the lions?" For a moment, the air was silent. Then from the darkness came a calm, steady voice. "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths. They have not harmed me." Joy flooded the king. He ordered the stone removed. Daniel stepped out without a single scratch on his body. The king knew the truth now. Daniel's God was real, powerful, and faithful. And so King Darius made a new command. In every part of my kingdom, people must fear and honor the God of Daniel. For he is the living God. He saves. He rescues. He performs signs and wonders. He has saved Daniel from the power of the lions. Daniel lived many more years, blessed and protected, a living testimony that faith is stronger than fear, and God is able to guard those who trust in him. This is the story of the night Daniel entered the lion's den, and what happened when heaven stepped into the darkness.